Welcome to Atlanta for the run of the Toyota 200. On the pole for today's race, Anna Bright, and to the outside is Jeff Bright, so it's a bright front row here today. In third, we have Jack Marshall. Fourth is Jake Moss, and Larry Bouchard Jr. rounds out the top five. Your points leader coming into today's Jake West. He starts towards the back, though, starting 26th, though he has some work to do. Dan Ban, who has had the points lead pretty much the whole season, just lost it last race, and he's not starting much better. He's starting 18th here today, so both of them going to have some work to do to get up to the front. So the penultimate race of the season, you're going to decide who goes and runs for a championship at Homestead. To be in contention for the championship, you have to be within 109 points of the lead, and that would be going to Homestead and leading the most laps, winning the race, and then having the guy in the first finish last. As here they come down the front straight, the great flags in the air. We're racing here at Atlanta. As they come down the back straight, you saw the Brights get down line 1-2. As they go into 3 and 4, Eli Bright needs 5 bonus points because that could be 5 more bonus points than what the front two in the championship get. So as he comes off turn 4, he will lead this first lap and get 5 bonus points towards the championship. That's a good thing for him, but here comes Larry Bouchard Jr. to the inside of that 30 car. Push from JT Hanley. Eli trying to come off. He couldn't do it. And Larry Bouchard Jr. will be going to the race lead. He got a big push from the 97 of Hanley as they went down the front straight. Now down the back stretch, Larry Bouchard Jr. is cleared, but he has JT Hanley now to his inside. John Gammett, also Jonathan Raines coming in the inside lane. And Jake Moss there in the 06. Hanley slides up. Here comes Gambit as they come down the front straight. 97 will lead, but now they are 3 wide for the race lead because here comes Jonathan Raines as they enter turn 1 and 2. The whole point of Atlanta trying to get down to the bottom. Bottom lane is the lane that prevails. Outside does not do you any good. As they come down the back straightaway. Jake Moss does pull low. Paul Manick push him through. Brayson Collins and Jim Gambit's coming. I think John West was put 4 wide. He is. And he's still forward. He's getting clipped by Dan Ban. And around he's going to go. Bandon involved. Derek Bouchard and Anthony Rodriguez a huge hit. Jake West goes around the front straightaway. Brandon Butler also involved. The yellow is out. They're racing back. 3 and double foul. Brayson Collins to the race lead. Jim Gambit wants us to enter 3 and 4. And that's a huge blow to the top 2 in points. Who leads them back to the line? Jim Gambit up top. Tyler Lyman down bottom. It looked like it was the 22 at the line, but barely. Let's see what happened. John West was put 4 wide, and then he got involved with Dan Bandon, Derek Bouchard, and others. We saw this forming in 3 and 4. Dan Bandon at 4 wide underneath John West. Not the smartest move to do. There's no room for 4 wide here at Atlanta. John West gets turned. He was spinning for a while. Dan Bandon trying to find a way to go, and he just gets collected in this. Derek Bouchard nowhere to go, nails the 11 hard. And then look at that hard hit for the 52. That is a tough lick, and then Anthony Rodriguez had nowhere to go. That's a horrible crash. For Dan Bandon up ahead, Jake West got involved with Brandon Butler. Let's look at this in real time really quickly. See how hard of a hit it was for the 52. Then we'll go on board the 11. And then we'll see what happened to the 4 and the 48. So let's go on board. Dan Bandon came into today's second in the point standings, and he might leave today with it in a bigger hole. And he took a pretty nasty look, 2 into the wall. And then Jake West spun with Brandon Butler as he missed the wreck. I believe he might just come up into the 48 after missing the wreck. Yeah, he missed the 11, and then he came up trying to get room down low, and Brandon Butler just had no more room to give. And Jake West, the points leader, goes into the wall with the 48, gets some damage to the right side. I believe he will be able to continue on and probably stay with this pack, but man, oh man, it's going to put him deep in the field. So Jim Gambit leads us back. They will stay out, and the 22 car leads back to the green flag. So we will restart the race on lap number 9, and Derek Bouchard is retired from the race. He is the only retiree from that wreck. So we still have 28 cars in the race with Jim Gambit out front, Tyler Lyman in second, Christian Merrick Jr. in third, Brayson Collins fourth, and Luke Rainey, he needs a good run today, in fifth. In sixth we have Paul Manick, seventh is Levi Shones, eighth is Jake Moss, ninth is Jay Barker, 10th is Riley Sprague. Jeff Bryan 11th, 12th is Larry Bouchard Jr., 13th is Jonathan Raines, 14th Jack Marshall, and 15th we have John Gambit. Evan Rez, 16th, 17th is JT Hanley, 18th Eli Bright, 19th Griffin Lynn, and 20th is Trey Rainey. Paul Mick is 21st, 22nd is Josh Crash, 23rd Anthony Wendler, 24th Jake West, 25th Anthony Rodriguez, 26th we have Brant Butler, 27th is John West, and 28th Dan Band. So your front two in points, second is Dan Band, he's in 28th, and first Jake West, he's in 24th. So this could open a hole for Luke Rainey, Eli Bright, and possibly even Trey Rainey to kind of slip through and get into contention. Remember, we said they have to be within 109 points. 109 is the maximum. That would be you going to Homestead, champion, or the driver coming into Homestead first in points finishes last, and the person that has 109 points back leads the most laps and wins the race, and that would be a tie. So within 109 is where you need to be. As the green flag's back of the year, Jim Gambit gets a nice jump there in Tyler Lyman and gets away. Let's see how slow the 02 or the 11 and the 4 is. The 4 looks like it's away, but it looks like the 10 was kind of stacking the lineup. And yes, he gets Dan Band down low. So Jake West holding with the pack for now. As they come down the back straight, Lyman may move to try and block Christian Merrick. Merrick is going to push Lyman into 3 and 4. Gets underneath Jim Gambit, and they will clear the 22 as they come off turn number 4. And down the front straightaway, Lyman with the race lead, but Brayson Collins makes it 3 wide to the bottom lane. They're halfway next time by. Pack is now spreading out because of the damaged cars. Looks like Jake West, I can't really see back that far. We'll see if we can get a nice view of it. Don't look like there will be. Paul Mick will go for the race lead and probably get it. Jake West is a little bit off pace of the guys in front of him, so that's something to watch for. And Dan Ban also not with this pack. As Minnick and Brayson Collins are side by side for the race lead. Collins led it that time by, but Paul Mick will clear into 1-2. We are halfway through the Toyota 200, the penultimate race of the season, second to last. As Jim Gambit looks for second, here's Jeff Bright pushing him forward. Larry Bouchard Jr. also there in the 30 car. And who can time it right? That's all what Atlanta is. Timing. Unless the caution comes out, they're going to have to be at the front of the field. Larry Bouchard Jr. 3 wide to the bottom. He wants to get to second, and he wants to get there fast as they enter 1 and 2. What a good run by that 30 car to get to second. Can he clear Jeff Bright? Ooh, yes he does. Moves up with Christian Merrick. Jr.'s going to have some other plans as they get to the bottom lane. No, Larry Bouchard Jr. can't block the 75. Now can they run down Paul Minnick, who has kind of opened up just a little bit of a lead here. And if they keep Allen side by side like this, Minnick will have an easy run to the finish. Behind them 3 wide, Josh Crash forces Luke Rainey to the middle. That's not where Rainey wants to be. He wants to be up front battling for the win. He needs every point he can get. Gambit almost clipped the left rear of Jeff Bright as he made a move to the top from bottom to top. All right, here we go. We got 3 cars clear. Now, can second and third run down Paul Minnick? Anthony Rodriguez is very slow. Coming off turn 2, that could be a factor. So there's still 7 laps of racing to go. And these guys need to get formed up. Christian Merrick Jr. and Jake Moss. If Moss could push the 75 down the back straightaway, they could get to the inside of the 6 through 3 and 4 off of 4. But that 6 car does look pretty stout right now. Now we got 5 cars clear at the front, and then a battle for 6 with Levi Shones, Larry Bouchard Jr., Griffin Lynn, others. Josh Crash will make a move underneath Jake Moss, and that will definitely get the field back together to hit 1 and 2. Merrick Jr. could be going for the race lead here. He got a great run through 1 and 2. Was a little bit lower. Coming to 5 laps to go this time. Whoa, almost contact there. Jake Moss and Jim Gambit battling for the 4th position. Moss was 3rd last time by. Crash took that position from him, and Jim Gambit will take 4th. 5 laps of racing to go Atlanta, so the caution comes out, the race is over. Right now, Dan Bannon running in the 26th position. Jake West running 25th. My oh my. And that's going to affect the points big time. We could see a big race going into Homestead for the championship as they hit 3 and 4, coming to 4 laps to go. And as long as Anthony Rodriguez doesn't really mess anything up here, the points will be close because Luke Rainey is right now running at this in this train. He's actually running 11th right now. Eli Bright's running 16th. Trey Rainey running 17th, so they could possibly close in. Now they're going to catch Rodriguez down the straightaway. Ooh, they had to let off just a little bit, and it looks like Josh Crash will get stuck to the outside here. And Rodriguez stays to the outside, so the car's on the top. Ooh, look out, look out. Here comes Shones. Jeff Bright trying to get by. Shones, he has to get by here. Larry Bouchard Jr. takes it 3 wide to the bottom. This could cause a wreck with how they're racing 4 wide. They made it. They made it work. Some cars get away, and this is really going to help some of our championship drivers that we were talking about, like Trey Rainey, Eli Bright. This could allow Jake West to get up into this pack, possibly. Coming to 2 laps to go this time. Out front, it's Paul Mick. He's led for a while now. As he comes off turn number 4, no one's been able to close. 3 cars get away. 4. Then we got a battle for 5th on back. Luke Rainey's up here. He could have a shot at the championship next time if he can finish in the top 5 with just 2 laps of racing to go. Do Merrick and Jim Gambit. Can they form a run? Merrick way up the track. Jim Gambit had a good run. He's on his back bumper. Can he push him down the back straightaway? Oh, Merrick really lost a lot of ground that time. Come to the white flag. It's Paul Minnick out front. It's going to be a battle for a second behind. Jim Gambit will move around. Christian Merrick Jr. is going to try. The white flag for the 6th. One more time around Atlanta. Minnick dominated. Here today, took the lead ever since the restart. He hasn't looked back since as he comes off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's the battle for second behind him, but it's not going to matter for him. As they go into 3 and 4, Minnick, clear track ahead of him, no lap cars to worry about. And there's a battle behind him. Jim Gambit will get to second, but it's all about Paul Minnick as he comes off turn number 4 to win the Toyota 200 at Atlanta. Good win by the 6th car. The rest of the field comes across. Be interesting to see how this affects the points. Jake West does finish at the back of the pack. Paul Minnick wins the race, however. Now let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Toyota 200 Atlanta. There was 1 caution flag for 4 laps, and there were 6 lead changes among 7 different drivers. And Paul Minnick led the most laps of 10. He dominated here today. He led half the race. In second, we had Jim Gambit, who led 5 laps. In third, we had Christian Merrick Jr. In fourth, it was Jake Moss. And running out the top 5, Jeff Bright. In sixth, we had Larry Bouchard Jr. 7th was Luke Rainey. 8th, Levi Shones. 9th, Tyler Lyman. And 10th, we had Jay Barker. So there's your top 20. And with how bad the championship drivers, or the front 2 in the championship did here today, it has opened it up for 4 drivers to have a shot for the championship at Homestead. You see Dan Band finishes 28th, and Jake West finishes 25th. Those were first and second in the points coming into today. Now let's look at those point standings. Only 1 race left, and 4 drivers have a shot at the championship. Jake West has a 58-point lead over Dan Band, who is second in points. Eli Bright is third in points, 67 back, and Luke Rainey 4th, 84 back. They have a shot at the championship. Rainey a little bit of a long shot, but you never know what could happen to the front 3 in points. In fact, he really only needs something to happen to Jake West because he's only under 30 points behind second place. In 5th, we have Jeff Bright. 6th is Jim Gambit. 7th is Trey Rainey. Paul Minnick with that win moves up to 8th. Anthony Wendler 9th. And 10th, we have Brandon Butler. So there's your top 20 in the points. A wild Atlanta race, and just so happened that the 4 and the 11 wrecked out, and that's going to provide us for a show at Homestead between 4 drivers. It's going to be intense. So the next race will be the Chevy 200 at Homestead. See you guys then. Can't wait to see who wins this championship.